Okay, so today we discuss about AD objects. Okay, Active Directory objects. Okay, so we have some types of objects. Object means whatever we can create. Okay, whatever we can create like user account, computer account. These are the AD objects we have. Okay, let's start with number one is user accounts. User account. Okay, you can short form account or you can go for full form. It's accounts. User accounts. Okay, so what is user accounts? User accounts is an identity of the employee or a person. It is what? It's an identity. It is an identity of a person, okay, or employee. Okay, so user account is what? It's an identity of a person or employee. It contains all the information about a particular person or employee, like first name, last name, okay, email ID, and all the stuffs. Okay, so it is an identity of a person or employee, or it contains it contains all the information about employee, like first name, okay, first name, last name, okay, email id, these all the information it carries about. Okay, account information, address information, all the things we have. Okay, so it's an example, you can see that. So what is user account? User account is it is an identity of a person or employee. It contains all the information about employee like first name, last name, email ID, and etc, and other information also. Okay, so that is what you have user accounts. Okay, the user account is what? It's a employee information. It's an employer entity. Okay, if I want to know that you are the employer of my organization, so I want your detailed information, like what is your name, what's your last name, what's your email ID, what's your employer ID, everything on that. Okay, so whenever any employee or any person hire in the company, first company, what they do, company create their user account. Okay, with the help of user account, it maintains all the information about the person, the employee. Okay, now if we're talking about the user account, so we have some types of user accounts also. Okay, so we have you can say that three types of user accounts. User accounts. Okay, we have three types of user accounts. Okay, number one, sorry, number one, we have a local user account. Now, what is local user account? Local user account works only in workgroup, workgroup network. Okay, if you create user account in the workgroup network, that account is known as local user account. Okay, so it works in workgroup network only. It works in workgroup network only. Okay. Number second, we have domain user accounts. Okay. So now, what is domain user accounts? Domain user accounts works in domain network only. It works in domain network only. Okay. Number third, we have built-in user accounts. Okay. It works in workgroup and domain. Okay. But it's a but these user accounts are created by default. Okay, for example, administrator. Okay, so these are the user accounts which are created automatically or by default, you can start. Okay, so these are three user accounts we have. Okay, local user account, it works in workgroup network only. Domain user account, it works in domain network only. And built-in user accounts, it works in workgroup and domain, but these user accounts are created by default, for example, administrator. Okay, understood? Okay, so if you're talking about the notes over there, if I go for note in that, uh, remember this, local user accounts are not able to work with domain. Okay, and domain user accounts are not work in workgroup network. Okay, remember this. Okay, what is the meaning of this is that the local user accounts are not able to work in domain network. Okay, and domain user accounts are not able to work in workgroup networks.
Okay.
It's vice versa.
Can I explain the third one?
Which one?
Built user account.
Built-in user account. Built-in user accounts are automatically created. Like you can see that when I install servers, okay, over there administrator account is automatically created. I'm not create that account. Okay, that is the built-in user account, which is automatically created. We are not able to get anything in that. Okay, so we have two types of built-in user accounts: group accounts and domain accounts. So we have group administrator also, or we have domain administrator also. Okay, remember one thing that if you have a local user account, or if when you're going to convert the server on the domain, so domain user accounts are override to workgroup user accounts. Remember those things. Domain user accounts, domain user accounts override to local user accounts. Remember those things. Okay, like in this server, when we install DC, so there is no local user account existing now. All are in domain user accounts. So domain is overwrite in workgroup. Okay, it replaces the workgroup. Okay, so these are the three types of user accounts we have. Okay, now if you're talking about AD, so if you want to create user accounts, okay, so we have three options to create user accounts. To create user accounts, we have three options. Okay, number one, with the help of Active Directory users and computers option, we can create. Okay, we have option this. Okay, in Windows administrator tools, you can see the option Active Directory users and computers. With the help of this, we can create user accounts. Number second, we can create with the help of Active Directory Administrative Center. Administrative Center. This is also a console. With the help of this, we can create the user account. Okay. Number third, we can create the user account with the help of PowerShell. PowerShell is a scripting tool. So with the help of this, also we can create the user accounts. And we have one thing also with the help of CMD also. CMD means command prompt. Command prompt. Okay. With the help of command prompt also. Command prompt we can use DS commands. If I want to create user account with the help of command prompt, we can use DS commands. Okay, so these you can see that it's not a three option, it's a four option we have.
What is this?
DS means directory services commands. Okay, so these two are the GUI mode options. This is for GUI mode, this is for GUI console, and this is also for GUI console. GUI means graphical user interface console. Okay, and these two are CLI. CLI, it's for command line interface. There is no GUI in that. Okay, like this. Understood. We have two options. It's for GUI and two options for CLI. So we can create anything. If you go for scripting, like if you want that, I want to automation my user accounts. I want to create 100 user accounts at the same time, or 200 user accounts. I want to make a batch file, or I want to run a script. So if you want to go for that, so you have a two tools of scripting tools also. We have a two scripting tools. Okay, one is CSVDE. This is one scripting tool. Okay, and number second is LDIFDE. These are the two scripting tools we have.
And we can create user account with these tools too.
Yeah, we can create user account with the help in the bulk. If I want to create user accounts in the bulk, like imagine I want to create 50 user accounts at a time. Like if I go for user accounts with these two GUI mode, so I go for one by one. First I create, then second create, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like this. If I want to create a user account in the bulk, okay, so then we have two tools, CSVD and LDFD. These are the scripting tools
So we can create like 50 username
at a time,
about
at the same time.
having the same password.
Yeah, exactly. The same time, and we can create means for this we need to create a script in the Excel file, and then we can run those things.
And specify
Okay.
the name of each.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a scripting. We can go for scripting tools. This is also a scripting tool, and this is also a scripting tool. Okay, if you know scripts, if you know the knowledge of scripting, or if you know something coding, so that in that case you can use this CSVD and LDFD. Or if you don't know these things, so you can download the script with the Google also. We have easily available scripts in internet also. So you can download the script and you can modify the scripts with the help of Excel. Okay, so these are the 6 major tools. You can see that now we have 6 options, not 4. Now we have 6 options to create a user account. Understood? Okay, so what we discuss first, we can discuss what is the user account, how many types of user accounts we have, okay, and how we can create user accounts with the help of different tools. So I am showing you with these two first, Active Directory User and Computers and Active Directory Administrative Center. What is the difference between these two? Okay, so like if I going to create user accounts with the help of, so this is my server, this login. So see, if I go to start and admin tools, so we have those two options. First is admin center, and the second last is user and computers. Okay, so first we see user and computers. What they showing me? It's showing me the wizard things, wizard pages and all. What is the difference between that? I'm showing you. Okay, so like if I go to users, okay, and I'm going to create users, click on right click on the users over there and click on new, and we have the option user. We already did previously also with the help of this tool. So like imagine this is my U1, my username is U1, and I give the logon name is also U1. Okay, and I need to give the password abc@123. I give the password abc@123. Okay, I don't want the user not able to change the password. I want that password never change and password never expires. So I click on next and click on finish. So U1 is created. So it's created like a wizard. Okay. Now if I create the second one, click on start administrative tools. We have the option Active Directory Administrative Center. If I click on this, it's this tool comes from 2008 onwards. Okay, this tool or this console comes from 2008 onwards. Okay, 2000 before 2008 administrative center is not there. Okay, so it's look like this. Able to see this? Okay, you have seen the option sed. Okay, this is the domain name. If you expand this, okay, you have the option users. Okay, click on users. Okay, so we are in users right now. You can see that we are in users. Like we have Abdul, we are able to see the Abdul, we are able to say set the U1. Okay, so if you want to create a new user, simple click on new. Okay, and we have the option user in that case. Okay, if I click on new, you can see that it's a full form. You can see that. See, all the information are in one page only. We don't want to go for another page.
But
This is the complete form wise page.
the first one has classes.
First one has the wizard type.
Yeah.
The wizard is there, like first name, last name, this is all this. But they have a form type. Okay, so if you go for first name, like imagine I can go for first name is U1. Okay, and
Like you.
sorry, I'm sorry, U2. Okay, so then user logon name is U2. Okay, and you can give the password over there also. So I give password ABC at 123. Okay, sorry, ABC at 123 and ABC at 123. Okay, and now you can set the passwords. Okay, so I just choose this password never expires. User cannot change the password. Now, meanwhile, I can fill all these forms also. The job title, display name, department name, okay, company, manager, email, office, phone numbers, okay, everything I can fill in a one page only. I don't want to open it again and again like this. Okay, if I want to fill these informations in with the help of AD user and computers, so I need to right click to the username and go to properties, and over there we can found all these classes and attributes. But over there we have a single page form, and we can fill everything on a single page. We don't want to go. You can say that we don't want to go another pages. Understood these things? Okay, so in one page we have everything in this case. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so like this we have. So if I okay, I just give only this information now. Okay, and I just simple click on. Now you can see one thing also. I'm showing you one thing also. Like I understand these things, this language, English, first name, last name, these things, but AD not able to understand this. How AD format, how AD means mention the database. It mentions the database like this. CN means common name. Okay, and then DC name is SID, and DC we are using local, means dot local. The extension we are using is local. Top level domains we are using is local.
This username.
Username and local. Local is a top level domain. TLS I remember when we discussed about DNS, I showing you top level domains, TLD. Okay, top level domain, second level domain, all those things. The top level domain is like dot, and then under that we have a com, org, edu. These are the top level domains. Okay, so they're showing you that your domain name is set, and top level domain we're using is local. Okay, this full syntax is known as distinguished name, DN. Distinguished name. This full syntax, this is a syntax. How AD save information, save all the information about in the database. Or this is the syntax, you can see that. Okay, if you click on change, you can change the option also over there. That you don't want to go for this, you want to change the location of the users, you can change it. Okay, so by default it's in users OU. Okay, by default where you can create the users. In users, under users you can create the users, no?
Under users.
Yeah, like you go to users, and in that we have the options, no? In that we can create the users, right? Like see, if I showing you another open, like see if I go to admin tools and I go for users and computers. So under where we can create the users, see. In set.local we have the users container automatically created. In that we can create the users, no? Okay, like same over there they're showing you the path where you create the users right now. So this is the syntax, the path. Okay, so this, like this your AD saves the information in the database.
So here, the information is for the user will be in CN.
Yeah, CN means the common name. Common name is users. The folder common name is user, where we contain the users. Where this user exists, it exists in SID domain, and in SID in where the top level domain of the SID is .local. So it means SID.local is a domain name. In that users container exists. In that container we can create user too.
So let's
U2.
create and check out to see.
Which one?
If we create this, we can check out to see.
No, in C, not C. It's not talking about the C. It's talking about that one. Okay, when you log in with the user, then they're showing you U2 is created. Like you will see that if I open my C drive, like C, if I open my C drive in, I can go for C. I go for users over there. You can see that we have administrator over there only, because still I'm not able to create log on U1 and U2. I'm not logging anyone on this particular server. Okay, once I log in with the server, then the user profile is created. This is the user profile, you can say that. Okay, so like this is user2 is created over there. So this is the syntax. This syntax is known as DN, distinguished name. The full syntax known as distinguished name. Okay, so now click on OK. So you can see that my user is created on the U2, or you can if you open the that one tool, admin user and computers, add user and computers, over there also they're showing you that we can create successfully user2. You can see that, see, because the database is same, we have different tools to create the users only. Okay, so like this, you have two tools. Number one is this, and number two is this. Okay, now try to log in with the client now. So I just go to my client. This is my client now, and I just first log off. I go to start and first sign out. Okay, and try to log in with the users which we already created. Okay, so you can see that now where I am logging in with the user in client machine. So in client machine, C users, the profile is automatically created. See, if I go for other user, my username is U2 and the password is ABC8123. Okay,
You don't have to put it
you see it's automatically taking the set now over there. See, login, sign in to login with set. So I'm already logging in the domain. If they're not showing you set over there, then you can give the domain name and the slash the username.
So what's the difference? Sometimes they don't show the
Yeah, like if I log in with the administrator, like see, if I go for administrator, you can see that it's changing. It's changed the things because we have two administrators, work group as well as domain. So you need to specify it because user two is only we have only one user two in domain only, but that's why they automatically taken. If it is not taken, so what you can do like this. User you can have two options. Either I can select sed dot local slash u2 like this. I'm sorry, just have an local loc local. Okay, or we have another way to log in with the users. You can go for user side down user2 at the rate sed dot local. You can write down like this also. This syntax is known as UPN, user principal name. It's a full name. This one, UPN, user principal name. It's a full name of a user. Username at the rate domain name is equal to UPN. Like FQDN, computer name dot domain name is equal to FQDN. Like same, username at the rate domain name is equal to UPN. User principal name.
The first one is what?
First one is
Yeah,
FQDN. FQDN. Okay, like this. Like we already read this in DNS. Read in the DNS like what is which we discuss about. One is FQDN. FQDN is it is what? It's a computer name plus domain name.
have you discussed this when you were doing
Yeah.
DNS?
Yeah. Again, we can discuss again. No worries. We are already discussed in DNS because DNS comes again in AD also. We can discuss again. Not to worry. Okay. So computer name plus domain name is equal to FQDN. Okay, like see if I show my FQDN name, so how we can see able to see if like see if okay the client is not there, like or if I go to server, so right click on this, go to properties, you can see that the full name is server1 dot set dot local. So this is the FQDN name we have. Okay, every system, whether it is server, whether it is client, every system has their FQDN name. Okay, so like if you go to okay, so we just other user and we just log in with the user2 now. So user2 set is already there, so I'm not mentioning my domain name. So go for abc8123 and hit on enter. Now you can see that user2 is logged in now. Understood? Why it is login on this particular machine?
Because the machine is inside the domain.
Yeah, because the machine is a part of already a domain, or this machine has a valid computer account in the server. So that's why this we are able to log in with this machine. Understood? Able to understand things. Okay. So we have two names. Whether it is one is FQDN name, another one is UPN name. UPN is user principal name. Principal name means like how it is becoming username at the rate domain name. Like when you create your email account in the Gmail, so what they're showing you, abdul@gmail.com, like this. So username at the rate domain name. Okay, that is known as UPN name, user principal name. Principal PAL. Sorry. Understood? So we can see that. See, in my client, user 2 is login. How we can check? Click on start. They're showing you over there mentioned user 2. And now you can see that if I open E drive, my C drive, we can see that in users, it can show you we have a user 2, which is created in the users. Now why it's showing the user 2 over there? Because user 2 login over there. So wherever user 2 login, the profile is automatically created on this particular system.
Okay.
Okay, understood? So like this. So I just log off again, sign out. Okay, able to understand? So what we discuss? We discuss about user types. Okay, and we discuss about how much console we have, how many options we have to create the user account. So you can see two options: user and computers and administrative center. Okay, now we can see some more things also regarding about the users. So like if I open my again my admin AD user and computers. Okay, we have a short form also to open AD user and computers. This is dsa.msc. It's a short form. Like if you don't want to go admin tools and open it. So if you want to go directly, so I have a dsa.msc. This is the short form to open Active Directory users and computers console. Okay, dsa.msc. Okay, if you enter it, you can see that see my Active Directory users and computers console is automatically open. Okay, now if we're talking about the users, so like we have a user and user 2. So I just right click on this and go to, and right, we have so many options are there. You can see that. Okay, the number first is copy. Now what is the meaning of copy over there? Copy means if I want to create a same settings user. Okay, if I want to create a copy of this user, like imagine that in this user I want all the settings same. But I want what I want when I copy this user. So they asking me username and password different only. Rest all the settings are automatically same. I don't want to give any settings. Okay, so I go for add to group. If you want to add this user to a particular group, then we can go for add to group option. Okay, I tell you what is group. Let This upcoming lectures. Now after we have a disable account. If you want to disable this account, you want to disable the account. Disable means if I disable this account, it means what? We are not able to log in with this user. Like you can say if I disable it, the object 2 has been disabled. Now you can see that there is a black arrow, black down arrow. Okay, it means that the account is disabled. Previous versions of servers, they're showing you red cross. But now 2008 onward, they're showing you black arrow. Okay, so if you want to enable it, the black arrow is gone. Okay, so now after that we have reset password also. Reset password, if you want to reset the password, you can go for reset the password. If you have a move option also, like if you want to move this user account to some other location. Okay, by default it exists in users container. Okay, I want to move this account to some other location, so we can go for move. Okay, open page, send email, if you want to go for send mail and all. Okay, now after that we have a properties. Now if you see the properties, we have so many tabs are there. These all are classes, and we have a attribute. So now click on general tab. In general tab we have first name, last name, display name, description, office, telephone number, email, and web pages. If you want to change the username, first name, or display name, you can change over there also. Like some female user is there, after marriage she wants to change the name. Okay, in that case we can go for change things. Addresses, we can define the addresses over there. Now see the differences. In ADs and computers we have all the tabs, but in admin centers we have only form. So we have a form, full form over there. Now these are the addresses. We can mention the address where user put up street, PO box number, city, state, and everything. Now we have an account option after that. Account option, we have a first user logon name. So if you want to change the user logon name, you can change over there also. Like by right now, my user logon name is YouTube. If I want to change it, I need to give the employee ID. Okay, so I just go for Y 200. Imagine this is the employee ID I need to give to this user. Okay, so I just give the employee ID over there. So next time when this user login, it logins with this employee ID. Because logon name, with the help of logon name, user is always logon. Remember this things. If I forget my user logon name, so I'm not able to log in with the users. Now I'm showing you, if I click on apply, now I'm going to my client and I just try to log in with the user too. I'm not able to log in this time. See, ABC8123. Okay, I'm logged in now. Good. It's not happening. Okay, let's go for other one and now give to user2 and ABC8123. They give me error. It's not good. Okay. Yeah, I applied. Okay, so it maybe it's not I mean refreshed till now. So it takes some time. It's refresh and then we can go for that. So you can see that user logon name is Y200. So now my user logon name is with this. Now we have a user logon name with pre-windows. Like we can go for. I already told you that we have a domain name / username. We can do like this also, or we can use UPN. Okay. Now we have a logon hours. Now what is the meaning of logon hours in this case? Logon hours means that when my user is able to log on, I give the time. Like imagine Sunday and Saturday is a holiday, so I don't want that Sunday and Saturday my user is not log on, so I denied log on and Sunday and Saturday because Sunday Saturday office is closed. So I don't want that user is able to log on Sunday and Saturdays. Now we're talking about the Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so first I deny everything. Now I want to permit. Now imagine that my user 2 shift starts with 9 to 6. Okay, so I tell that okay, user 2 starts login with 9 onwards to 6 onwards. That's it. 9 to 6 Monday to Friday. That's it. 9 to 6 Monday to Friday. I log in with them. Login permit is denied. I is permitted with only 9 to 6 p.m. After 6, my user is not able to log in. Understood? But if he already log in after 6, so he is able to work. Once he log off and try to log in after 6, he is not able to log in.
So what if 6 comes and still
So he is able to work, not to worry. But once he is log or log off the user, then he's not able to log in again.
I felt like
No, it's not automatically log off. It's not like that. Because it's sometimes you can see that now some financial guy is working. He has overshift time or overtime over there. He has some do working. He's not able to complete the work till 6. So if it is automatically log off, so whatever they do, it's gone. Okay, so it's not good for that. So once it's log off, he's not able to log on. Because if I click on OK, so this is the time we have. So right now the time is 10:24. He is able to log in now. Okay, and today is Tuesday, and it's able to log on now. Okay, fine. So if I deny, like imagine if I deny that okay he is able to log in, or just change the time. Like how we can change the time? Like okay, we just check once. Okay, I tell that okay after 12 my user is able to log on. 12 to 10 night. Okay, I log permitted. How? Between 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. he is able to log in because the shift timing is 12 to 10. Okay, and just click on OK now, and now apply. Now he is not able to log in this time. So check once. If I go to log off once, okay. Now I'm trying to log in again. ABC at 123. What happens? It's not applying anything. Okay, that's right.
Apply and okay, maybe.
Apply and okay also, but okay, let's see. Let's see again. KY 200. Okay, if I go for user 2, then see, your account has in time restrictions that prevent you from signing at this time. Please try again. Understood? So we can restrict like this also. Okay. So if you want to do like this, you can do like this also. Okay. So account, we have a log on hour. So after 12, he is able to log in now. Understood? Okay. Right now I just log in again. Okay. Now we have a log on to option. Log on to means what? Log on to, by default, your computer login to every system by default. Like imagine in my domain I have 10 clients. All 10 clients are able to all 10 clients are member of my domain. Okay, so it means if I'm logging anywhere on those 10 clients, be able to log in by default. Okay, but I want to restrict the user. I want to give a specific system to the user. I want that, okay, you log in only PC1. The system name PC1, in that you be able to log in only.
Okay, this is the name of the PC.
Yeah, the name of the PC. Imagine I can give PC1 over there.
Like server one.
Yeah, like I have 10 clients. I have 10. I give PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4 like this. Okay, so I give user 2 is able to log in only PC1. So you can see that this. Click on OK, apply and OK. Now you can see that if I log in again with the user 2. Now what does they give me? Your account is configured to prevent you from using this PC. Previously it's time restrictions. Now what they're showing you, it prevent you from using this PC. Please try again later. Understood? Okay, so your account is configured to prevent you from using this PC now. Okay, so you're not able to use this PC. Okay, understood? Fine, because this PC name is what? This PC name is this desktop so and so and so. This is not a PC1 name, so that's why you're not able to log in it. Okay, so like this. So by default, user is able to log in anywhere. Okay, so if I want to means if I want to remove these things, you just click on PC1 and click on remove over there. Okay, and go for all computers. So now this time a user is able to log in. Okay, now after that we have a account lockout. Unlock account. Unlock account means when you try passwords 3 or 4, 5 times, what happens? Your account is lock. Account is lock automatically. Okay, so if you want to unlock it, if your account is locked, the check is automatically there. If your account is locked. If you want to unlock the account, you just uncheck this option. That's it.
So if he tries a lot and
he's not able to, if the account is locked. So by default, it takes 30 minutes to unlock the account. So if user tells their administrator that please unlock my account, I am trying password so many times, so my account is locked. So please unlock my account. So what administrator do? He just uncheck this option only. That's it. The account is unlocked. That's it. Understood? Okay. Now you can already see this. User must change the password. Password never expires. Password never expires. User cannot change the password. So if I choose this option, first option, user must change the password. So what happens when user log in at the first time? He prompt you to change the password. Okay. So if I click on OK and OK, so now if I try to log in with the user again, ABC8123. Okay. See, the user password must be changed before now sign in. So click on OK. So they ask you to for new password. Okay, so you go for ABC add 12345. ABC add 12345. So now the user password is till 45. Okay, so now the password is changed. So click on OK, sign in again. So now your user is logged in. Okay, so like this. Understood these things? Accounts. Okay. Now we have another options, like we have account disabled option is there. If you want to disable this account, you can disable the account also. Okay, like you have the option smart card is required for any interactive login. Like if you want to know, okay, user is login with the smart cards. Like in Delhi Metro, we have a smart card. You just plug the smart card, then the gates are open. Like same over there also.
On the PC.
Okay, yeah, we have devices. You can say that. You can put the device. Of course, you don't have PC. Doesn't have a gate. How you can log in with the gates? Okay, so of course, so you need to go for cards. Okay, and you have a sensitive, or you have a pin options also. Okay,
Okay.
pin, like in your ATMs you have a pin option.
Yeah.
We have also have a pin option, thumb option, face unlock, thumb unlock. Like in your phones you have face unlock, thumb unlock, like this. So we have do this in our PCs also, but we need separate devices. Like in network rules also we have thumb attendance. So thumb attendance is that when you press the thumb, attendance is registered and it's logs automatically save in the servers. Right? Okay, in this time, so and so date, so and so time, means a person comes. Okay, so like this, so we have these things. Okay, so we have so many things are there. So like you have a Cabros encryption options also. Like if you want that my password are saved in encrypted mode. Like if a hacker is not there, he's not able to access my password. Or what password encryption you want to use, 128-bit encryption, 256-bit encryption, and all these things. Okay, so these all are encryption options also. If you want to protect your password with the encryption. Okay, now another option is account expires. Now what is the meaning of account expires in that case? Account expires means you want to end this account. Like imagine one of my employee, he want to leave the company now. So after 1 month, he give the notice period. After 1 month, exactly, he left the company. So like imagine today or tomorrow, yesterday. Imagine yesterday he completes already his 1 month, like Feb 3. He's completed their 1 month. Now after Feb 4 onwards, he's not able to use this account now. So now you can see that today is what? Today is Feb 4. So today is not able to use his account. Click on OK. Now go to client 1 and just try to give the password over there. And you can see that the user account was expired. You're not able to use it now. Okay. So in your live organizations, if some user is if the users give their resignations, okay, what administrator do? He gives the last date. And okay, after this date, user is not able to use this account. Okay, by default it's never. Okay, so whenever till time you're able to use, you can able to use on that. Okay, you will understand these things now. Now, the next option, we're not able to see all the things. We slowly we see all the things. Okay, today right now we discuss journal, address, and account till. Then we can go for profiles. Now, what is the meaning of profile? Profile is what? Profile is the user personal information, like my documents, desktops, okay, pictures, videos, all those are in profiles. Like if I open with this, if I open the user to ABC8123, okay, I think
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah, I'm sorry, 12345 ABC812345. Okay, okay, so you can see that in C drive, in users, in U2, we have seen these all are the by default profile exist in the client. Okay, so the user profile is automatically created where it's login. Like right now, it login with this client machine. So the user profile is automatically created over there in C users. Okay, now by default, users works in local profiles. Where by default user works in local profiles. This is the local profile we are talking about, where it automatically creates where the user is logged at a very first time. Okay, now imagine that what happens in this. Now if we're talking about the profiles, so just open my Okay, let me just open the another paint. So we're talking about the profiles. So profiles is what? It contains the personal information of every user. Okay, you can say that every user has their own personal profile. Okay, you can say like this also. Every user have their own personal profile. Remember one thing also in Note, you need to remember these things also, that um, like if I have user 1, he want to access user 2 profiles, he's not able to do that. Okay, understood? Like imagine we have two users right now, U1, U2. Okay, now U2 is logging with the username and password, and he go to C drive users and he try to access user 1 profile. Okay, so he's not able to do that. Okay, so different users, means you can say that user 1 is not able to access their user 2 profiles. Okay, yeah, a user is not able to access their other users profiles by default. Okay, fine. So this is what you need to understand the things. Okay, so now we have some, you can say that we have again 3 types of profiles we have. Okay, number 1 we have local profile, which I already tell you. Local profile where local profile is what, when your users log in at a very first time on a particular system. Okay, so in that system the profile is created. So whenever user log in any system, the file is automatically created over there also. Okay, fine. So this is local profile. Now after that we have a roaming profile. Roaming profile is where I want to centralize the user profile. Okay, I want that user log in anywhere, it's okay, but the profile is automatically created on the particular server on a particular location, like this. Okay, I don't want that user profile is created every system where it is login. It's very difficult to manage. Okay, the third one is mandatory profile. Mandatory profile is what, where user is not able to change anything on the profile. Like like user not able to change desktops wallpapers. I don't want the user not able to change my desktops wallpapers, or user not able to change all the settings of the desktops. He's not able to large the fonts. He's not able to change the themes and everything. Okay, so then we can go for mandatory profile. He's able to change. It's okay. Once he's able to change, once he log off and log in back, it automatically revert everything. Comes by default. Okay, so we can use this profiles also. Okay, so we have 3 types of profiles in that case. Now why we have these 3 types of profiles? Local profile is, what is that disadvantage of local profile is, like imagine if I have 5 client machines, user login with every day to different client machines. User have different profiles in every systems, so it's very difficult to back up everything. Like imagine if my C drive, if my this system is fails, so its profile of the system is corrupted or finished. Okay, so that's why we can go for roaming profile. In roaming profile, what we do, we can define a path where I want to save my user profile for a specific user or for a specific particular location. Okay, fine. So we can specify the path where we can define the things. Okay, so we have one file. A file, user profile file is anti-user. This is the file, anti-user dot dat. This is the user profile file name. Okay, all the settings are saved in this file. Okay, so if you see there is a dat. If you see the dat, it means we are working in local one,
local.
or roaming profile, you can say that. Okay. Or if I change with man, I replace with the man, so it's becoming automatically a mandatory profile. So if I want to becoming a mandatory profile to a specific user, I want to rename this file only. That's it.
So where is the mandatory profile is located? Is it at the same as room profile? Mandatory.
Mandatory is required. I told you, no, where if I don't want to,
Yeah, if you don't want him to change
yeah,
anything
anything,
of that
yeah.
for the setting. So what about the data that's going to change?
It not save anything. It saves all the things by default, the default settings. Okay, mandatory files are always saves the default settings only. Okay, this profile is only used when I don't want to change anything in my settings. I want that, okay, user is not able to change anything to the settings.
Okay, so
Okay.
it can save anything also.
Yeah, it not save anything on the settings only. It saves the file. It's okay. It saves the file everything, but it's not able to change anything on the settings.
The
Okay.
second is about the settings.
Yeah, the settings. Okay, so that's what we have mandatory
First
profile.
one is about the location.
Yeah, the first is the location. The first profile is automatically go for where C users. In that we have a username. Like my username is user2, so the profile folder is user2 in that case. Okay, if I in roaming profile, okay, we can define the location, specific location, and when you see user profile is created, so it created like this. Like you can see user2 dot v6. If you see like this, user2 dot v6, it means we are working in roaming profile.
And we can specify that this can be only on the server, not
Yeah.
on the PCs.
Yeah, exactly. So we can specify, we can mentioning roaming profile path and everything on YouTube. We can configure roaming profile on the servers only. Okay, so we need to configure the user properties. We can configure the roaming profile path, and then it's go for this. Okay, so like if I open my server over there, okay, like this. Ay, yaar, just wait. Okay, this is the expiration issue. My server is expired now, so that's why every 1 hour he will switch off automatically.
Even though you are using it.
Yes, even I'm using it, it's automatically shut down. That was the issue. That's why we always. That's why in the live scenarios they always works on license. We purchase a license and they able to work.
So
Because in production, imagine if every 1 hour server is down in production environment, so many big losses are there.
So can't you uninstall and install it back again?
Yeah, I can. I need to
Download another.
create a new virtual machine, and then I can. If I am installing again back again in this machine, so this machine is already registered, so it takes, okay, we can install again on the particular machine, the same machine, so it's not.
You have to remove.
You need to remove this machine, you need to create another machine,
And delete the warehouse.
yeah, and delete all this machine, create another machine, and then you can install them servers. Okay, because this hardware information is already have there, that's why. Okay, I just pause the video. Once it start the server, I just resume. Okay, my server is started. Now you can see that I'm showing you where we can find this ntuser.dat file. Okay, so by default this file is this file is you can say it hidden by default. Okay, so how we can show? We can click on view. Over there we have the options. Okay, just click on that. We have the option over there, or you can go do like this. Click on view. You can check these options only. This and this. Okay, not able to see still. Okay, then you can go option clean change folders. Over there view, and we have this uncheck these options also. This, and this. First I need to uncheck all those first four options, and then you can show hidden files and folders on this. Okay, click on apply, and okay. Now you can see that we have ntuser.dat file is there. Okay, you need to just right click on that. We can go for rename. We it's automatically go for man. Okay, fine. So this is the file. This file is automatically already automatically hidden. So you need to first unhide this file.
This for user
User two. So you can see that this is in C drive in users. in user2 we can found this file anti-user.dat, where the profile is located. In the profile you can see the files. Okay, so if you want to again hide it, so simple, go to view and don't show the files, apply and okay, the files is gone. Okay, able to understand these things now? Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, now if you want to give the path, so we have a path also. Like if you want to give the path, the location, roaming profile. Okay, ABC at 123. So if you want to specify a location, like imagine I can create a folder over there in my server, and you need to share the folder also. Okay, like imagine I want to give this location in the PC. In this PC, I open this in this PC, and I can create one share folder over there. We need to give the UNC path. Okay, universal network path we need to give over there. Okay, so you can go for, okay, I have a E drive also. So in my E drive, I can create one folder. Folder name is profile. I want that the user to profile, I want to save this on this particular location. So I just create a folder and share it. Simple. Okay. Go to properties, sharing, advanced sharing, full control. I can give full permissions. Okay. Sharing full permissions. Click on apply. Okay. Apply. Okay. And close. Okay. My user profile, this profile folder is shared. Now how we can okay, it's running. Oh my God. Okay, I go to Windows tools and go to users and computers. Okay, over there I need to define the path. So how we can define the path? I need to give the UNC path, the network path. Okay, so go to user 2 properties and go to profile. Over there you need to give the path. So // where my folder exists on the server 1. So you need to give the IP address of the server, or you can give the name of the server. Anything. So 192.168.1.1. Okay, now my folder name is profile. Okay, now I need to give the syntax. My syntax is slash username, sorry, slash properties profile, okay, slash, then after that percentage username percentage. This is a syntax. We don't want to give manually a username. We have to give the syntax. When it's apply, it's automatically take the username.
Okay.
Understood? Shall I come again? Come again?
No, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay. So I need to give the syntax over there. Percentage username percentage. Once I apply it, it automatically take the username.
So if you want,
Okay.
you can give the username too.
Yeah, you can give the username too, but be sure that you need to give the syntax because the command is like. Okay, we need to give the syntax. Okay. Simple click on OK, and now when user to log in and do anything, so in that case, the profile is saved in the particular folder, the profile folder in E drive. Okay. So like this, like now I want the user one also. I want user one also that I need to save the profile on the same location. So we can set user one properties also the same location.
So as soon as the user to log in, everything that you'll be saving will be on the
Yeah,
same.
like in whatever he work in their profiles, like in desktop documents anything, so it's automatically saved in the that particular e folder. Understood? Okay, so like this, we can use user profiles. Okay, able to understand these things now? By default, it works with local profile, but we can define the user profile options. Okay, because local profile is very risky. If I use always local profile, so it's very difficult to
Backup.
take the backup to everything. Okay, it's very difficult for
All
this.
the PCs.
Yeah, it's very difficult to take the backup and everything. Okay, understood. So if I create one folder on the desktop, or if I create text document, or if I create something like some bitmap image, okay, now I log off again and I just try to check whether in. Now I just check once whether it show me the E drive or not. In E drive profile, no, still it's not updated. Sometimes it takes time to update the things, okay, in server. So still it's not showing any error or anything. Maybe it's updated. It takes some time to update. Okay. See. Right in 16. In 2016 they're showing the version 5. In 2012 they're showing the version 6. Okay. So correct over there also that in over there in this shows in 2012. Okay, and user2.v5 shows in 2016 servers. Okay, understood. Fine. So like this. So now what happens now? My user profile is working saves in this. And now see, I'm logging with the administrator right now, right? See, I'm logging with the administrator, so I'm not able to access this user profile. See, if I open it, so they're showing me you don't have permission to access this folder. Why? Because this is the user 2 profile. It's not my profile.
And you know the administrator.
So administrator is not a that person. If you want to go for that forcefully, then you can take the ownership and everything. We have options also. We can take the forceful action also because it's an administrator. It has the option to forcefully take the access. But like imagine if some user is there who not giving anything, who not giving the password or anything, or he left the company. So in that case, we need to check the ownership. We have the option take ownership options we have. So with the help of that ownership, we can take access to this particular folder. Okay. So by default, we're not able to open it.
So, but here you log in as the domain administrator.
Yeah. I'm in right now. I'm in my server now. You can see that. See where I'm in. I'm in my server 1.
And you don't have right to see.
Yeah, exactly. By default, I don't have rights because it's a different user profile. Na? I told you, another user is not able to access another user profile.
But you are the domain administrator.
Yeah, I have a domain name, but I have if you want to access forcefully, then I have an option, ownership option to have. I'm able to go for that, but by default, I don't have a right. Okay, if you want to go forcefully, then you have forcefully options. You have, like if you want, then I'm able to open it. So how I open it? See, if I double click on that, click on continue, and you have not able to that, then go to properties in this system, go to security, and over there I can take the ownership. Click on advanced. You have the option over there. See, click on change over there, and it's mentioning over there administrator. Okay, and you can see replace owner on subcontainers and objects. So if I check this replace owner, so what happens? I have permission. Okay, I'm able to open it, but now user 2 is not able to access those things. It's replaced the permissions now. Understood? That's why we're not able to do this. or if I do this, I have to give the user to also have full rights to on this particular folder.
How can you do it? So,
like see, if I replace this, like if I click on this and I click on apply, click on yes, okay, and click on okay. Now you can see that I'm able to open this folder. I'm able to open this folder, but now what happens? My user is not able to access those things now. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to go to properties again and go to security. You can see that administrator has the full rights only. None of the other person have full rights on this particular folder. So I have to click on added, and I need to add my user 2. Check names user 2 and click on OK, and I need to give the full control on this folder to the user 2 as well. Click on apply, click on OK, and OK. Now user 2 also able to access this. Both of them able to access this. Understood? So by default, administrator doesn't have a rights to open any other user profiles. Understood these things? Okay. So sorry. So this is what we have in user profiles. Okay. Now we have a home folder path also over there in between. We have a home folder path. Home folder path means I want to give a dedicated drive to my user. I want to map a particular drive or folder. I want that okay, my user is login everything. My user is save everything on the particular location. Okay, so I can give the path also. If you want to run any script, you can run the script also. Like I want it okay when my user is login. Okay, when I'm able to log in with the user 2, calculator is automatically open on the screen. Because he's a finance guy, so he wants calculator. So when he's login, calculator is automatically open.
And this is coding.
Yeah, no, it's not a coding. I gave you. I'll showing you like how we can do this. So if I open C drive in C drive, we have C Windows or programs maybe. We have a calculator options maybe. C Windows. No, not there. Programs. Program districts. No. Windows maybe system 32. Over there I can see calculator. Yeah, here it is, calculator. This is the file. Okay, so I can give the full path. I right click on that, click on copy. Okay, and I need to give the paste over there, and the file is calc.exe. This is the file. Okay, I give the full path. Then where he can take the scripts. So this is the script. You can say it's like a script. You can say that. So just click on apply and okay. So what happens when the user is login? Okay, so the script is automatically run and the calculator is automatically open. You click on OK now. Now if you see, if I log out and log in again, maybe they're not asking you the network path. You can give the local path over there. Okay, let's see. APC at 1 2 3 4 5. That is the problem of the profile. Okay, so maybe I need to give the network path over there. Okay, so over there like this we can run the scripts also, or you can do one thing also, you can define these scripts and with the help of group policies also. Okay, we have a group policies option. I told you now AD provides you group policy, so we have group policies also. So with the help of group policy also we can provide this scripts and all the things. Okay, so right now I'm not using it. I just click on simple apply and this. After we have a telephone numbers. We can add telephone numbers and everything. In organization, we have job title, department, country, manager name, who is able to, what's the job title, what the department is working. Then we have a member of option. Then this user is member is what group, in what group. Okay, so by default, this user is a member of domain admin users. Domain users. Okay, so it only domain users, not domain admin users. Okay, so these are the 4-5 options we can see. Dial in means like if I want that my user is able to log in with the VPN. With the help of VPN, he is able to access my networks or my server. So in that case, we need to give allow access on the users on dial in. By default, yeah, by default, my user is not have permission to access with the help of VPN. So if I want to give the permissions to the VPN permissions, then we can go for click on dial in and then you can go for allow access.
So what if you are the administrator that day, like something is happening and you're not at the office? How, like, and you want to access remotely to the server? You have to enable it.
Yeah, so that's why I go for enable. That's why I go for that's why we need to first create a VPN server. If you have VPN server, then with the help of VPN server, this user is able to access with the help of VPN and he's able to access those servers remotely. Okay, now we have the option environment. In environment, they're showing you only start the following program at log on. The same thing, the scripts and are there. So we can define the scripts again over there also. Okay, now we have sessions. Session, this is talking about the remote desktop sessions. Remote desktop means like I remotely access one server. Okay, so if we can define the session like after 1 hour or after 3 hours or after 2 hours, the session is automatically disconnected. Okay, by default it's never. After that we have active session limit. We can define the active session limit also, that at how much time the session is running. We can define the time of the session. Okay, now we have a idle session. Idle session means like if any user so like imagine I have a user 1, I'm accessing remotely, I'm accessing the server remotely. Now I'm not anything, I'm not anything done last 5 minutes. So what happens if I'm not do anything in last 5 minutes, the session is automatically disconnected. So it's a idle session limit.
Active active session, I haven't get it.
Active session means like if you how much time you want to active the session.
Okay.
Like you access my server. Okay, I want that. Okay, only 1 hour I give it to you
Okay.
to active the session. After 1 hour, your session is automatically disconnected. Okay, like this. So like we can give the idle session also. Like if user sit idle on take remote on 1 minute or 5 minutes, the session is automatically disconnected. Okay. When a session limit is reached, what you want to do? Disconnect from session or end session. So whatever limit you can set over there. If it is exceeded, then what you want to do, you can choose those.
Disconnect and end.
Disconnect and end. Disconnect means if you disconnect the session is disconnected, but there is not end. If network up again, the session is resuming. You can say that. If you click on end means the session is disconnected now. You want to session is end on now. You want to start the session again.
So you
In
lost
that
everything.
case, you lost everything.
So the first one, like,
It's not it's showing it's lost only the desktop. Session is running. Like someone happens now when you're taking the remote, sometimes it's reconnecting the sessions. Have you seen that? Sometimes the fluctuation of internet is there, or sometimes like when you taking the team where some your friend, but sometimes reconnecting the session because some fluctuation of internet connection is there. Or that is what we have a disconnected from session. What happens? It disconnected, but it's reconnect again. But if you click on end session, session is ended. You're not able to reconnect again. That in that case, you need to create a new section in that case. Okay. Allow reconnection from any client from any outgoing where you want to reconnect the session from any client. Like any client, you're able to access your session, or you can give the specific clients and specific client only. Okay. So like this, we have the options in that case. Okay. So remote control option is also there. By default, user has option your user is able to take the remote control by default. Remote control means access the session remotely. Okay, so see this is the user 2 right now. Right now I am on my client machine. Now I want
to access this.
access the server remotely. So we have a tool named as remote desktop connection.
Yes.
Okay, you can see that like this is the tool. If I open mstsc, this is the command to open remote desktop connection. mstsc. You can enter it. You can see that remote desktop connection is there. I need to give my computer IP address and click on connect simple. So it's connected. But for this, we need to enable remote connection over there also. Remote settings over there also. If my remote setting is off on the server, so we're not able to connect the sessions with the help of remote desktop connection. Understood? Fine. So on the server, you can see over there. Just click on start and over there, open this PC properties, and you will able over there you have see the remote settings option. So just click on that. You can see that by default it's not allowed. So you can allow the remote connections. Allow remote connections to this computer. Once you allow it, then every user is able to access the remote. If you want to go for dedicated user, then you can select the user and you can define the users also. That who is able to access
When
the
you
remote.
can you specify the IP address of the user, or you just the name of the PC?
User doesn't have an IP address, no? User has a name only. Okay. System has an IP address, so over there you can define the IP address. Okay. So like this. Understood? Fine. So we need to enable it first. Now after that we have a remote desktop services profile. So when you accessing the remote desktop connections, so where your profile is created over there. Because when you're accessing any server remotely, so you have a separate profile in that case. So you can mentioning over there where the file is created. Okay, and these are all the options we have. This is the com plus files. This is for scripting and developing something you can want for that. So these all are tabs we have on the user profiles. Understood these things? Okay, so these are all the tabs we have. So these are all our user accounts we have. Clear? Okay. So like this, we have user profiles or user accounts. Okay. You able to understand these things now? Okay. Now we go ahead. You want to practice this once, or shall I go ahead? Okay, fine. So Yeah, you can do later. Okay, and then after that we have a groups now. Now this is about groups. Okay, so group is what? It is a it is a container. Okay, it is a container. It is used to contain user accounts and computer accounts. Okay, this is number 1 point. Okay, it is used to contain. It is a container. It contains user account and computer accounts. Okay. Number second point, with the help of groups, we apply permissions to the user and computer accounts. Understood? If I want to give the permissions, we can always use groups. Okay, fine. Now we have two types of groups again. Three types of again. Three types of groups. Okay. Number one, again local groups. Like we have local users, we have local groups also. So it works only in work group. Okay. Number second, we have domain groups. Okay. And number third, we have built-in groups. Built-in groups. Okay. So these three groups we have: local groups, domain groups, and built-in groups. Local groups are works in work group only. Domain groups are works in domain network only, and built-in groups are works in both the networks, but it's automatically created. So in domain groups, we have so many built-in groups are there. So if I showing you and the server, so you can see that. See, these are the built-in. You can see all these groups. These groups. Have you seen these groups? These are the built-in groups. Okay, if I click on built-in over there, you can see so many groups are there. Understood? Okay. So, so what is the use of built-in groups over there is, if I want to give any delegation control to the users. Now, what is the meaning of delegation control? Delegation control means I want that one of my user is able to create the user accounts. What I do? I want that one of my user is able to create a user account. Okay, and he's able to set the passwords on that particular user account. So what I need to do? I just want to add my user in this account operators group.
To create a user on the server.
Yeah, like imagine right now we everything we done about with the help of administrators. Now I want that I have 10 guys in my IT department. Okay, I want to give you some permission. You can say I want not it's not a permission, it's a delegation. I want to give you some admin rights. You can say that. So admin right means I give you some delegation. Delegation means like I give you some admin rights. Like I give you that, okay, you are able to manage user accounts and groups. You're able to create user accounts also. You're able to reset the password user accounts or delete the user accounts. You can do everything on the user accounts, and you're able to create groups also.
Like if I'm not around or if I'm busy, I'll just let him know that I wanted to create a user.
Yeah. Like imagine I am an admin, I'm busy, so I'm give you a task, and okay, you can go for that by yourself. So we have already your username Abdul is there already. So what I do, I just go to see account operators. Account operators, what they go, but if I add you in this particular group, so what you're able to do, members can administrator domain users and groups accounts. Okay, so if I right click on that and click on properties, click on members. Right now there is no member in this group, so I click on add and I add you, Abdul. Click on check names. Spelling is wrong. AB. Okay, Abdul. employee is 101. Click on OK. You can see that Abdul is added successfully. Now Abdul is a kind of administrator. I'll give you one task now. Okay. So now if I login your Abdul user on the particular server, so it means you are able to access or you are able to create a user account. Understood? Now we have some options. We have some issues. When, like, imagine right now I give you a permission already. Okay. Now what I need to do? I just try to log in with your account on the servers. Okay. So I just switch off. I sign out with the administrator and log in with the Abdul account. Okay. So I just go to other user, and over there I write Abdul. Okay, I need to write the username. So it's employer -01, right? Logon name and password is abc at 123. Okay, the username or password is incorrect. Okay, if I go for Abdul and give the password abc at 123. So let's see. Abdul, let's see. Okay, let's try to user 2 now. I'm able to log in with the user 2. See, they're showing me these options. The sign-in method you are trying to use is it not allowed? Why? Because by default, local means the domain users are not able to log in directly on the servers because they don't have rights to do this. Okay, understood? Fine. So if I want that Abdul is able to log in, okay, I think so. Abdul user is not working properly, so we can give this user 2. Okay, so if I go to my user AD user and computers again, and what I need to do, I give the permissions to user 2 now. Instead of Abdul, I go to properties, members, I remove this and I add user 2, u2. Check names, okay, apply and okay. Okay, but the problem is that my user 2 is not able to log in directly on the servers. We already see this. By default, users are not able to log in directly on the servers. So what I need to do, I need to give the permissions on the particular user. Okay, so how we can give the permissions? Okay, see this path closely because it's a long path. Okay, so how we can go for that? I just go to start and go to admin tools. Over there you have the option group policy management. I just open group policy management. With the help of group policy, we can define these permissions to the users.
But you just add it to the group, so it must log in.
It must log in, but it's not able to log in. Why? Because it's kind of administrator, but still it's a user. It doesn't have full rights. It only have a specific rights. That's why we're not able to open it. Okay, and not able to log on it. So what I need to do, I need to give the admin. I need to give the log on locally rights to the users. So how we can go for that? Like this. When you open first time, this console it's look like this. So you can expand your forest set.local, expand domains set.local. Over there, expand again. We have the options. We have two policies which is automatically created: domain default domain policy and default domain policy. It's a one policy. And the policy in this default domain controller policy. These two policies are automatically created. I need to enable these two policies are applied to all over the domain. Remember this. Default domain policy are applied to all over the domain. Okay. So I just right click on that, click on edit this policy, and over there I need to go to computer configuration policies, Windows settings. Over there I need to go to over there it's the user settings or something like this. Just wait. I need to check once with policies, Windows settings. Yeah. security settings. I need to go to user configuration. Okay, I want to go for computer configuration. In user configuration, policies, Windows settings, security settings. Over there, you need to go to computer settings also. Go for computer settings only. Okay, so computer settings, policies, Windows settings, security settings. Over there, we have the local policies option are there. Click on local policies. Over there, we have the option user right assignment. Click on that. We have allow login policy. By default, it's not assigned to anyone. Okay, so I need to assign this policy. Go to properties, check this, define this policy settings, and I need to add uh, administrator, both administrator and administrators group, both. And I need to add the user U2, which the user I want to log in on the particular server. Click on OK and click on OK. These three persons I need to add. Okay.
Okay, so you've created two.
Administrators and admin is a by default users. I need to add only user 2 in this case because I want that user 2 is able to log in on the particular server. Okay, so if you want to add multiple users, okay, you can add multiple users also. Or or we have an option everyone option also. If I add everyone, so any user is able to log in on the servers. Okay, click on apply, click on OK. This is the policy I want to edit, and one other policy is default domain policy, default domain controller policy. I want to edit this policy also. Click on edit. The same things. Go to computer configuration policies, Windows settings, security settings. Over there we have the option policies, local policies, user ID segment. Over there we have seen allow login locally. In this policy, administrators are added. We need to add only user 2, U2. Check names. Okay, that's it. Apply. Okay. This is the path, or this is the way how we can give permission to the users
Now
that he is able to log in directly on the
how
servers.
to do both.
Yeah,
On
you need to go to both the
policies.
policies. Yes. Now after that, click on close, and then for update the policy, we can go for gp update gp update /forc force. This is the command to update the policies. By default, your policies update till 120 minutes. It takes 120 minutes to update the policies. If you want to apply the policies right now, so we can go for gp update /force. Okay. Now you can see that if I log in with the user, I sign out and just try login with the user 2. Other user U2 ABC add 1 2 3 4 5. You can see that. Now this time I'm able to log in. Now we can check whether we able to create user accounts or not, because we already give the admin right to this particular user. Yeah, so how we can check it? Check it once. I go to start, admin tools. Over there we can go for ADs and computers. Click on that. See, they ask me my credentials. Okay, so my credential is what? U2 ABC add 1 2 3 4 5. Click on yes. Okay. Now you can see that this is the users. I just right click on new, and we have the option user. I just click on user and to give the username U3. U3. Password is ABC8123. ABC8123. I just uncheck the first. I check second and third. Click on next and click on finish. See, I'm able to create the U3.
Can you delete?
Yeah, I'm deleted also. See.
So aside this, what else it can do? Aside creating the username and delete.
Yeah, you can reset the users. You can reset the properties also. To click on properties, you can modify these things also.
But
Okay,
can't
you can reset the password also. Right click on that this user, go for reset the password, disable the account. Anything you can do over that.
but it can't like add any feature or
No, only users. Now he able to create the groups also. Right click on new group option also is there. So see, have you seen that we have only 3 options, but when I open the administrator, we have so many options out there. You're not able to see. Okay,
No,
like see
I
if
haven't paid attention.
yeah. So if I go to right now I'm opening user 2, sign with user 2. You can see that we have only 3 options: group and user, because you're able to manage only those things. That's it. If I log in with the administrator, if I other user and I give administrator and need to give the password abc8123. So now you can see that if I open it, admin AD user and computers, okay, over there you can see we have so many options out there instead of these three. See, right click, expand it once, right click, new, see. So that's why I'm administrator, and I just give only a specific path to the particular user. Okay, so with the help of built-in groups, we can define the delegation control, you can say that, to the users. Like we have a Hyper-V administrator also we have. See, we have Hyper-V administrators. So if I add user one, imagine if I add user one to a Hyper-V administrator, so it means he's able to manage all Hyper-V. He's able to create a virtual machine. He's able to create a virtual switches, install OS in the virtual machines,
Everything
everything.
is shared. Windows, authentication, access, user, then
Which one? Which one?
at the bottom.
This one.
The bottom, no. Yeah.
This one.
Windows,
Authorized access
authorized
group.
access.
Okay, member of this group has access to the computed token group global and universal attributes and user objects. So if we have a thing is known as global and universal groups. We still not discuss. So if a user is able to manage this global and universal groups, then you can go for that. So we have these by default groups. With the help of these groups, we can define the admin rights to the users.
I can create my own.
You can create your own also. Okay, but these are the by defaults. Okay, so like you can see the backup operator option also we have. Like if I want that, okay, my user is able to manage the server backups, so we can go for backup operators. Okay, so we have performance logs also if I want to monitoring and everything. So like this. Okay, so like this we have. Okay, now instead of this we have two types more in groups. Number fourth is security group. Security GROUP group. Security groups, and number fifth we have distribution group. Okay. Now security group is what? Security group. With the help of security group, we can provide the security. Okay. With the help of security group, we can provide the security. Okay. Like how we can create the groups, I'm showing you first. So if I go to my server again, you can see that right click on this users, we have the click on new and we have the option group, third option. Okay, so if I go to create a group, we have the option group type, security and distribution. Okay, so security means like if I choose this group type security, so with the help of this group, we can provide the permissions to the users on a particular file or folder. Understood? Like imagine I have 2 users or 3 users. I want to add those 3 users the same permission to a particular folder or file. So what I need to do, I just create a group, add those 3 users in the group and provide the permission to the group. So it automatically goes to the users. Okay. Like see, like if I go for this is the IT group which I mentioning. Its type of group is security group. Click on OK now. You can see that we have a security group name is IT. Okay, I am adding user 1 and user 2 on this group. So I select those 2 users, right click on add to group. So my group name is IT check names. Okay, and click on OK. You can see that the add to group operation was successfully completed. So you can see that if I click on IT group properties and click on members, you can see that U1 and U2 is the member of my groups. Okay, now I want to give permissions to both the users. Okay, so imagine I open my E drive. I can create one folder. Folder name is data. Okay, and I share this folder. Why I'm sharing this folder? Because I want the user is able to log in with the client and he's able to access this particular, and then we can. So I just share it. Okay, click on apply and close. Now I go to properties and I have to go to security. Now I give the permissions to both the users. Same permission to both the users. So what I need to do, I just click on edit, click on add. My group name is IT. Click on check name and click on OK. IT is there. Okay. Now I want to only read permission. Only read. That's it.
So all of them you only read.
Yeah. So both of the users are able to read only. Click on apply. Okay. Okay. Now check once. I go to my client. I log in with my user to. Okay. This time I log in with my user one first. Okay. You see, so very small options are there in this. Okay, very small options are there. So okay, now it's login. So now I want to access. So I just double click /192.168. Sorry, 192.168 1.1. Okay, click on OK. Now you can see that we have the folder name data. Okay, so if I just try to delete it, so I'm not able to delete. See, there is no option of the delete over there. Okay, it's a read only. So if I just try to make anything, make any folder. Okay, see, we're not able to make any folder in that because it's a read only. I'm able to read only. That's it. I'm not able to modify anything. Okay, that is what we have. Groups. So like this, if you have multiple users, you want to give the same permissions. Okay, so then you can make a group, add all the users, and give the permissions. Okay, instead of this, we have last thing in group. We have instead of this we have distribution. Also we have distribution is what with the help of distribution we are not able to provide the security because distribution group doesn't have authorities to provide the security. If I'm getting a distribution group, so he's not able to provide this. We are not able to provide the security on the distribution groups. We use these groups in mailing servers. Okay, if you want to manage email enabled users, in that case we can use distribution group. Okay, fine. Now after that we have understood. So after that we have the last thing in the group is scopes of groups. Scopes means working criteria of the groups. Okay, so we have number one, domain local. Number two, global. number third is universal. These are the three scopes we have. Okay, domain local works. If you select domain local when you're going to create a group, we have these three options. Okay, so if I showing you over there, yeah, go for that. It's okay.
No, I'm working my test account.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so now see that if I creating the group again, okay, I click on group, we can see that we have three options: domain local, global, universal.
Okay.
Okay, so domain local is what? Like imagine I have two domain networks. One is my parent domain where one network is running in parent domain DC, PDC, and one network I'm running CDC, child domain network. Okay, so if I'm creating group name IT01 and I'm choosing domain local, this group creates in PDC. Imagine PDC, parent domain. So it works only in parent domain. Understood? Like this. If able to understand the things clearly, this is my two domain networks. Okay, and in this is my parent domain. Okay, because over there I'm running PDC. Okay, and this is my child domain because over there I'm running in CDC. Okay, now what happens over there? I just Now over there I can create one group. My group name is, imagine this is the group. Okay, my group name is IT-01 and the scope of this is DL. DL means domain local. The short form of domain local is DL. Okay, DL, the full form is domain local. I choose domain local scope. Okay, so what happened in that case? This group is only works in PDC or parent domain. Okay, this group is not able to work with CDC. This group only works over there only. That's it. This group is not able to do or not able to access these resources. It's not like that. It's not correct. Understood? Okay. So that is what the meaning of domain local. Domain local means my domain local network where I am created. Okay. I am able to work only that particular domain. That's it. Understood? If I am choose this one, global. Okay. So global works in all over the forest. If I am create over there another group, that in this case group name is IT-02 and I'm using global scope over there. So this group works in both the environment, PDC also, and it works in CDC also. Understood? Means all over the forest. It works in all over the forest. It doesn't matter how many domains you have. Okay. If you want to go to across the forest, you can go to across the forest also. Across the forest means like imagine right now my organization name is set.com and your organization name is abdul.com. We have a different organizations. Now we have a collaborate with our organizations like Nokia and Microsoft. They have a collaborate. Okay, so we have a collaborate. I tell that okay, I'm able to access my resources. You able to access my resources. I'm able to access your resources. So that time we can go for global. Okay, once I'm creating global, so we are not able to go to domain local. Okay, like this. If I click on global over there, okay, so we are not able to go back. Okay, after that we have a universal. Universal group is specially used for universal memberships. They gives you one membership which is known as universal group membership caching. Okay, it gives you one feature. You can say that. Okay, it gives you one feature. The feature name is what? Universal membership group caching. Okay, if you want this feature, then you can use universal group. So UMGC, it's a short form of this UMGC. It's a universal group caching. So they give you caching. Caching means offline access on the groups.
Oh, okay. Even though the server is
Yeah,
offline, I can
offline.
still
Yeah,
access.
exactly. We're able to access it. So we have a universal group membership caching. Or this is a group type of group where universal groups is able to manage everything, the
So,
membership and everything.
so in real
Okay.
life, which one of them are they?
We mostly use global. We
Global.
mostly use global. By default, we use globals. You can see that. If you see there, by default in built-in, so all the groups are works in. Right now, these all the works are works in domain local because this is only these groups works in this particular DC only. Okay. If you go for users, you can see that we have some domain local groups also. We have some global groups also, and we have some universal groups also. Universal groups means all over the forest and across the forest also it's also working. It's also work with all over the forest and across the forest. But they give you the feature UMGC, Universal Group Membership Caching. Okay, so like this. So we have three types of scopes and groups. Understood? So with the help of group, we can provide the permissions. Okay, okay.
Okay.
So this is what we have groups, which we read. Okay, groups. Now after that we have OU. OU means organizational unit. OU. The full form is organization unit. It is also a container.
This system.
Organizational unit. It also a container. Okay.
Okay.
It contains user accounts and computer accounts. Now you ask me what is the difference between then OU and group, because group is also a container, it contains user accounts and computer accounts. Group is also contains user account and computer accounts. But the difference is with the help of OU, we can apply policies, group policies, group policies on user accounts and computer accounts. With the help of group, we can apply the permissions, but with the help of OU, we can apply the group policies. Okay. And number third one is it works only in domain network. Okay. It not works in work group. It works only in domain network. Understood these things? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we have OU. Okay. So we can manage the structure and everything on with the help of OU. Understood these things? Okay. So this is what we have OU. So how we can create OU? I'll showing you. See, if I go for over there users, I right click and then click on new. There is no option regarding OU. You're not able to see option OU. So if I want to create OU, either I can go for set.local, my domain name, right click and click on new, and we have the option organizational unit. Or either you can go for over there also. You can just expand this domain controllers, right click on new, and we have the option OU. So mostly we always use OU on the domain, on the outside the domain. So I right click on that, click on new, and click on OU, it's under the domain.
Okay, like
OU.
you help us to create a group and
OU help us to provide the policies
the
to
policies.
the user and computer accounts. Group help us to provide the permissions.
Can you explain that again?
Group is a container. It help us to provide the permissions.
Okay, the group,
OU is also a container, but it help us to provide the policies.
the policies.
Policies. Group policies.
Okay.
Group is works in both the scenarios for group and domain. but OU works in only domain environment, domain network.
Or
Okay,
you allow us to provide the policies,
group policies.
group policies, and within the group policies for like allow us to give the permissions.
No, don't mix it. Don't mix it. I'm showing you see again. See, read this again. This one.
It's a container sometimes.
This is not a group policies. The meaning of the full form is group policy, but it's not apply the. It's not about the group. It's not talking about the group. We have a policies in domain network. So in that also we can call the group policies. But it doesn't mean that the policy apply only the groups. Understood? Group is a separate thing. Group is like this. If I go back on the slide, you can see that. See, this is the group. These are the groups. So with the help of group, we can apply the permissions to the user accounts and computer accounts, which I is showing you. Okay. Now, what is OU? With the help of OU, we can apply the policies, group
With
policies.
the help of you, we can apply the policies and the group policies.
We can apply the policies. Okay. You can say that don't confuse group. We can apply the policies. You can say that only. Okay. It's a don't confuse with the group policies. We can apply the policies with the help of OU. Okay. And with the help of group, we can apply the permissions. Okay, group works on both the environment, work group and domain, but your OU works on domain network only. Okay, so now you can see that how we can create the group. Sorry, OU. Oh, still 1 hour is completed, so my system is shut down. Please wait. Okay, so what we going to do? We just going to create what OU. OU. We're going to get OU, huh? So this is the last practical before lunch. Then we can do after lunch. Okay.
We can go up to
12:15. No?
yeah.
So I just open. I just trying to open admin. Here it is. Okay. So now I just right click to my user the domain and I go to new. We have the option OU, organization unit. Let's click on that. We have the now need to give the name of the OU over there. So imagine I give sales. Imagine. Okay, fine. Now this is very cool feature they gives you protect container from accidental deletion. If I check this option, this option comes 2012 onwards. Okay, so they protect this container, this OU with accidental deletion. If I check this option, we are not able to delete this container now. If we check this option, it's already checked. Okay, so if I click on OK, so what happens now? We are not able to delete this sales OU.
Anymore,
We are not able to delete it. See, if I click on OK, you can see that this is sales is. So I click on that, click on delete. So see, we are not able to delete it.
yeah.
Even administrator also not able to delete it. So if I want to delete it, how we can go for that? Click on view, and we have the advanced features over there. Okay. Now let's try to delete it. Now we have a sales. Right click, go to properties over there, and we have the option object. Click on object over there. Uncheck this option first. We need to uncheck this option. Uncheck this option.
What did they written over there? What is written over there?
Protect object from accidental deletion.
Okay.
Okay. Just click on apply and click on OK. Now if I uncheck the advanced features, and now if I try to delete this, I'm able to delete this now. Yes.
Okay.
Like this. Okay, so this is very cool feature. If you not go for advanced features, you're not able to delete the object. Okay, so just click on new, click on organization unit. I again make sales. Okay, so you can see that we have a sales OU now. Now, how we can apply the policies I show you. Okay, now imagine that I'm in the users. In user, I have so many users. I have user 1 and user 2. I move this users on sales OU first. So I move this users on sales OU. Let's click on OK. You can see that it's moved to sales now.
And there is no part of users.
Yeah. Now sales is a sales the sales container path is in said like in CN is equal to sales, then DC is equal to set and DC is equal to local. So it's outside the user container. Sales underworked in set.local. Okay, so this is the U1 and U2 folder which we move to sales OU. Now how we can apply the policy? You can see that. See, I'm showing you how we can apply the policy. I just close this now. I open for policy. I open this group policy management. If I want to apply the policy to the users, I need to open group policy management. This is the console through which we can manage policies, domain policies. Okay. So see, you can see that we have the policies. Now I am going to create a new policy now. Okay. So I have a set.local. Right click on create a GPO in this domain. Okay. Now give the policy name. Imagine this is my policy 01. Okay. So this is, you can see that the policy 1 is created. Now I want to apply, I want to means enable the policy, enable the settings. In one policy we have 65,535 settings. 65,535 settings in one policy. Okay, it's very lot. Okay, so like I want that my user is not able to run, my user is not able to access run command. Like right now, if I go for Windows R, its run command is open because right now I'm logging with the administrator, right? Okay, but when I log in with the user, he is not able to log in. He is not able to access run command anywhere. Whether he anywhere he can log in. Either he can log in client or either he can log in server. Okay, so I just right click on that. For that, what we need to do, I just click on edit, and I need to go to user configuration because I am applying the policy to the user now. So I can go for user configuration, click on policies, click on admin templates over there. We have the option start menu and taskbar. Click on start menu and taskbar. Okay. Over there you can see, click on standard. Over there you can see remove run from start menu. Have you seen anywhere? Remove run from start menu. Here it is. Remove run from start menu. I want to disable run. I click on edit. Now by default, this policy is not configured. This setting is not configured. I want to enable this settings on a particular policy. On this policy, I want to enable this settings. Click on apply, click on OK. You can see that now setting is enabled. Okay. Simple click on close and close. Now go for GP update / force to update the policies. Okay. So whatever policy I can means created or whatever settings I can apply on the particular policy, it's updated all the things. Now let's see.
OU allows us to apply the policies.
These are the policies which we apply. Now you can see that if I log in, if I go to the client, if I try to log in with the user 1 abc at 123. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try to log in with user 2 now. Let's see. abc at the rate 12345. abc at the rate 12345. Okay, it's not. Okay, now I just go to Windows R. Let's log in. Just log off and log in again once. Because it's not log, it's log off once. Sign out and sign in again. Okay. When you sign out and sign in again, your user apply the policies. Okay, now go for user 2, write down over user 2 and go for abc at the rate 12345. Now check once. If I try to run Windows R, this operation has been cancelled due to restriction in effect of this computer. Please contact your system administrator. This operation has been cancelled due to restriction. So I restrict the user that you are not able to allow to run. Okay, understand? So like this we can go for this. So like this, how we can apply the policies to
group.
the users. Okay,
Okay.
understood. Fine.
And so can you show me the print, please?
Which one? Okay,
Right.
do I forget to do one thing also. Like, see, if I open this policy right now assigned to full domain network. See, the location of this policy is set.local. So this policy apply to full domain network now. Full domain network means every user it apply this policy. I want this policy applied to particular OU. So how we can apply it? Have you seen the sales option over there? Okay, just right click to the sales. We have the option link an existing GPU, and we can choose the GPU name policy 1, and I'll click on OK. Now you can see that if I click on policy 1, so this policy apply to sales also, and this policy apply to full domain network also. So I just right click to this and click on delete link. I don't want to apply the policy to full domain network. I want to apply the policy to only OU. Okay, so they're showing you that this policy apply to only now OU. So in this OU, if you have 10 users, 20 users, or 15 users, 50 users, all those users are affected on this policy.
Okay.
Understood? Like, imagine right now I'm right. So what if I create a U3 user and I move this user to OU? So once I move this U3 user to this particular OU, the policies are applied automatically. Understood? Okay. So this is what we have OUs.
Okay.
How we can apply the policy I is showing you. We can discuss about these things in depth also. Okay, but right now I just give you overview that how we can apply the policies to the OU. Understood this?
I want to see the definition of the first one, group policy. The not that you wrote, not this one. When
Okay, when you means enable the okay GP update the command.
No.
When I enable the policy, the settings.
No, where you wrote the how do you say the notes
Where
on the print.
on the paint.
Yeah, print.
Okay. Okay. You want this one, right?
No, I want for the group policy one. I want to see the definition. I think it's yeah, this one.
There's groups. Okay, groups. You want to see groups.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the groups.
Okay.
Okay, understand? But this is the groups only. Okay, so are you able to understand these things now? Okay, so we can discuss how many things? We can discuss 3 things till now. User accounts. Okay, we can discuss user account already. We can discuss how we can create the user accounts. We have 6 options to create the user accounts.
Done to
Okay, these 6 options we can create the user accounts. Okay, so we can did till now these 2 options.
yeah.
Okay, now we have then profiles. What is profiles? Okay, then we can read this groups. What is groups? Types of groups, and we can read this OU.
Okay, the chapter
Okay.
is the chapter in the book is it AD Active Directory
Yeah, it's in 7742.
70
Third book. I don't think so. You don't have this book.
the third book.
Yeah, third book. You don't have third book, no?
I don't. I have only one book.
Yeah, I give you the other book also. Okay, I give you tomorrow the other books. Okay, then you can able to. So this is the things we have. So these are the we can hit 4 objects right now: user accounts, groups, OU, and what profiles. Okay, so we can read only three objects only. Okay.
I have 70.
740.
Yeah, 740.
So I give you 77742 for AD.
Okay.
For AD we have 742. Another book.
What about 741?
741 we have discussed. We have done some things like we done this in 741.
I don't have that book.
I'll give you. It's okay. I give you.
So that's
741 is still pending. It's not completed till now.
Okay.
But 740, you can see that we can see IP. Till this we have a 740. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. First day 6. You have 740. Then it's over there. We have start 741. IPv4, DHCP, DNS, IPAM. These are 741. This and this. Till day 12 we have 741, and then this 742. Okay. So we still not complete 741. We complete till IPAM. Okay. We remote access, VPN, and this we are pending. And then after that we have a 742. We start 742 right now. It's model 1, model 2 we are doing managing objects in AD. Okay, so this is 742. Okay, so I'll give you those two books, 740, 42 and 41 and 42. Okay, no worries. Okay, so now I pause the video, have lunch, then we'll come back again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the video. So what I need to do? Yeah, again my server is down. What is okay? Fine. So we discussed the two things also. Number one is okay, so we complete OU. Okay, now yeah, group and OU we completed. Now we have two more objects. Number one is number fourth is this is the fourth one, right? Yeah, fourth one. So user accounts, groups, OUs. This we can read. Number fourth is computer accounts. Okay, so computer accounts are the accounts. It is used to computer accounts are created automatically. Number one. Number two, when we add any client machines in the domain, or when we add any server machines in the domain, okay, so their account is automatically created. So it you can say that computer account is a workstation account. Okay, this is for this account is for client PCs. Okay, client PCs or and server. Okay, so this account is for this. It maintains all information about the systems. Okay, so if you see this, like if I minimize this one, or okay, if I minimize this one, I need to go to there. My just wait. Let it be started. Okay, the server is started again. So like we see that how we see the let's see if I go for ABC at 1 2 3, then you can see that. See now what computer account contains? It contains about the information about the system. What is the name of the system? What operating system we're using on the particular system? Okay, which is added in the domain. Okay, so all those stuffs. Okay, so you can see that like if I open that admin tools, and the tool name is Active Directory User and Computers. Okay, over there we have the option. Over there we can see the computer accounts also. So if I open with command, the command is dsa.msc. Okay, let's enter it to open Active Directory Users and Computers. Okay, so just let me open once. Okay, so you can see that. See, if I click on computers, so you can see that these all are computer accounts. Okay, so if I see this is the client, this is my Windows 10 computer account. Okay, which we have. This is Windows 10. So if I go to properties and you can check it, so we have general. In general, they're showing you my client computer name, and there is a DNS means the full name of my client computer. with DNS, and this is what, it's a workstation or a server. Okay, and operating system, we can say that it's a Windows Enterprise you're already using in that. Who is the member? Member is domain computers. The member of the group, the member of the group name domain computers. It's a by default group. Okay, so this computer is a member of this. Delegation, we don't have any delegation right now. Location, we can set the location where this client is located. Okay, in which location, like we have 3 locations, Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon. So where this client located, I mentioning the location over there. Okay, and managed by who is able to who is the person who manage this computer account. So by default, its administrator is the one who able to manage this. Okay, or dial in means the same thing. If I am if I am trying to log in my client, this client, actually, if I'm trying to access with the help of this client, I'm trying to access the server remotely, so you can go for VPN. So if I'm using VPN, so I need to allow login on this over there. Okay, so we have these, you can say that 3 or 4, 5 options we have. Okay, fine. So these all are mentioned. So if you right click on that, we have the same option: disable account, reset account, move to some other things. Okay, or add to group. If you click on manage, you can click on manage over there. So maybe with the help of this, you're able to manage this computer account. Some configuration you're able to do. Okay, so these all are computer accounts. So by default, you can see that server 2, server 3 is not a computer account right now, because previously it's a member of my domain, but right now it's a complete DC. So they're showing you, they see that it's automatically disabled right now, because this server 2 and server 3 are not still, and it's not a member of my domain right now. Okay, that's why it's automatically disabled those 2 computer accounts. Okay, understand these things. The computer accounts are automatically created whenever you can add any client or server in the domain. Okay, that client or server, you can say that account is automatically created. Okay, so like this is a computer account we have. Okay, and the last one we have, the last one we can call sites. You already know sites, right? Site is what? It's a component or through which we can manage physical locations. Okay, so with the help of this object, AD object, we can manage physical locations. Okay, so with the help of this object, we can manage one or more than one physical locations. Understood? So these all are AD objects we have. The total, in short, we have 5 AD objects. Okay, yeah. So by default, which one site is automatically created. The name of the site is
The default
default site. By default, DFAU default. The site name is by default. By default, one site is automatically created in domain network. Okay, name is default first site name. This is the by default site which is automatically created. All the domain controllers I work on this particular site. Okay, you can create site with the help of AD site and services, with the help of component Active Directory site and services, which we see yesterday. Remember? Okay, so we can create multiple sites. We can add domain controllers in the sites and all the things we have. Okay, these 5 major, you can say that main objects we are using in day-to-day life in domain or in forest. Okay, people understand these things now. Okay, so I'll just stop this now. This is it for the AD objects.